Hey guys, today we're going to do more about linear equations. Our objective will be to write an equation of a line given its slope and a point on the line. Our essential understandings is the slope of two lines in the same plane indicate how the lines are related. So, key concept number 1, point-slope form. The equation of a line in point-slope form through point x1, y1 with slope m is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So this is point-slope form. We have point x1, y1, slope m, and this is our equation of the line. Problem 1, writing an equation given a point and the slope. If we are given a point and a slope, we are going to use point-slope form. We have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. y1 and x1 are from the coordinates. Slope is m. So we plug it in. Y minus 2 is equal to 3/5 times x minus negative 5. We can simplify this. Y minus 2 is equal to 3/5 times x plus 5. We can distribute. Y minus 2 is equal to 3/5 x plus 3. And if we would like, we can also put it into slope-intercept form by adding 2. So y is equal to 3/5 x plus 5. Writing an equation given 2 points. A line passes through point 3, 2 and 5, 8. What is an equation of the line in point-slope form? So it is asking for it in point-slope form. We need our point and we need a slope. Since we have 2 points, we have to use the 2 points to find slope. So m is equal to y2, 8 minus 2 over 5 minus 3. M is equal to 6 over 2. So our slope is 3. Now we can pick one of these points. You can pick 3, 2, or you can pick 5, 8. I'm going to pick 3, 2 to work with. So I have a point, and I have the slope. Then I have to plug it into point-slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y minus the point, 2, equals m, which is 3 times x minus 3. Since it asks for it in point-slope form, this is your equation of the line. Standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are real numbers, and a and b are both not 0. Writing an equation in standard form, remember, ax plus by equals c. So it's our variables added on one side is equal to a constant. What is an equation of the line y equals 3 over 4x minus 5 in standard form? Use integer coefficients. So we're going to worry about this in a second. First, we're going to put our variables on one side. So I want y equals 3/4 x minus 5. I want 3/4 x on the other side. So I can move y over and I can move 5 over. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides, and I'm going to subtract y. So I have 5 is equal to 3/4 x minus y. Now it says use integer coefficients. Since my coefficient of x is not an integer, it is a fraction, we need to get rid of the denominator of our fraction. In order to do that, I need to multiply by 4 to get rid of my denominator. If I multiply by 4 on one side of the equation, I need to multiply by 4 on the other side of the equation. So 4 times 3/4 is 3x. 4 times negative y is negative 4y is equal to 4 times 5, which is 20. So that is my linear equation in standard form with integer coefficients. So our concept summary here, we have slope-intercept form where we have y equals mx plus b, and we use this when we know the slope and the y-intercept. Hence, slope-intercept form. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, and we use this when we have the point and the slope. Then we have standard form, ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are real numbers, and a and b cannot both be 0. Graphing an equation using intercepts. What are the intercepts of 3x plus 5y equals 15? So we need to think about what intercepts are. So for an x-intercept, that means we are on the x-axis. So we plug 0 in for y. For a y-intercept, that means we're on the x-axis, so our our y-axis, so our x value is 0. So we plug 0 in for x. So to find our x-intercept, we would do 3x plus 5 times 0 equals 15. 5 times 0 is 0. 3x equals 15. Divide by 3. X equals 5. Since x equals 5, our x-intercept is 5, 0. To find the y-intercept, we would do 3 times 0 plus 5y equals 15. 3 times 0 is 0, then I divide by 5. I get y equals 3. Therefore, my y-intercept would be 0, 3. We could then use these 2 points to graph the equation. I'm going to do just a sketch here. I know that my y-intercept is 0, 3. My x-intercept is 5, 0. So the line would look like this. Drawing and interpreting a linear graph. The number of times a cricket chirps per minute depends on the temperature. The number of chirps in 2 seconds for 2 temperatures are shown at the bottom right. I forgot this part. I'm so sorry. It's giving us a graph. Sorry guys, I picked the wrong problem 5. You don't have to worry about this one. And key concept, parallel and perpendicular lines. If you have 2 parallel lines, the slopes of the 2 lines are equal. So parallel lines, slopes are the same. The slopes of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals of each other. So you have to take the opposite and put it over 1. Perpendicular, negative, or opposite reciprocal. Parallel, the same. So let's use that. Writing equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. What is the equation of each line in slope-intercept form? So once we plug it in, we have to have our ending in slope-intercept form. A line parallel to y equals 6x minus 2 through the point 1, negative 3. So parallel to this line means my slope is equal to the same as this line, and the slope of this line is 6. My point is 1, negative 3. If I have a point and I have a slope, I'm using point-slope form. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y minus negative 3, or y plus 3, is equal to 6 times x minus 1. 6x minus 6 is equal to y plus 3. Subtract 3 on both sides since we need it in y equals mx plus b form. So y is equal to 6x minus 9. The line perpendicular to y equals negative 4x plus 2/3 through the point 8, 5. So perpendicular to this line means opposite reciprocal. So if the old slope is negative 4, that means our new slope is positive 1/4. So this is our slope. And the point 8, 5. So once again, plug into y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus 5 is equal to 1/4 times x minus 8. Distribute the 1/4. Y minus 5 is equal to 1/4 x minus 2. Add 5 to both sides. Y is equal to 1/4 x plus 3, which is my y slope-intercept point. You guys try this number 5 and see you in class tomorrow.